Hi guys, so I have really exciting news for you. I happen to be one of the first 300,000 people who got the Redmi K40 at launch. This phone launched in end of February, and within 5 minutes it had sold 300,000 units and the phone was out of stock. Now I bought this phone for about $500 and I'm not excited about it, though it has some really great amazing specs. Like, it has a Snapdragon 870 processor, it has 12 gigs RAM, 256 gigs of storage. This phone comes with a super AMOLED display with 1300 nits of brightness, HDR 10 plus ready. It has 120 Hz refresh rate. Like, it has everything that you could need in a flagship processor. So why am I not happy about the Redmi K40? Well, the Redmi K40 on the outside is the same as the Redmi K40 Pro and the Redmi K40 Pro Plus. It's just on the inside that things change slightly, and where things change is on the processor. Whereas the K40 Pro and the K40 Pro Plus use the latest Snapdragon 888 processor, this one, like I mentioned, uses the Snapdragon 870 processor. That's just a tiny speed improvement or performance improvement. And then also on the cameras on the Redmi K40 Pro and the Pro Plus models are better than that of the Redmi K40, but the design, the size, the weight, everything is the same. So that's a good thing, right? Because the K40 goes all the way to 12 gigs of RAM, while the Pro goes up to 8 gigs of RAM. Like, you don't really understand how Xiaomi came up with some of their pricing and decisions for features and specs which went into these phones. So then you should think I would be happy. But recently Xiaomi launched the Poco F3, and that phone on the outside and on the inside is the same as the Redmi K40. And guess what? At launch, the Poco F3 cost $300. $200 cheaper than this phone that I bought. And that's crazy. And that's the big or the major issue I have with Xiaomi. In January, Xiaomi launched the Mi 11 phone, and they went on about how they came up with the design, the camera bump, the partnership with Harman Kardon for extremely good quality speakers and audio quality, and the display, and so much more. Then a month later, they launched the K40 series, and guess what? They had almost the same specs as the Mi 11, but about $300 cheaper. And then a month later, they launched the Poco F3, same specs as the K40, like I've already mentioned, $200 cheaper than the K40. Within the same month, they announced the Mi 11 Ultra and the Mi 11 Pro. And those phones make the original Mi 11 look like a toy. And those ones are not as expensive as you would have imagined. And I wonder, so when is it the right time to buy a phone from Xiaomi? Because in a few weeks or a month's time, they are going to release a phone which is far better and probably even cheaper than what you've currently purchased. Anyways, I'm still lucky to be one of the first 300,000 people to purchase this phone. So I'm going to make over 100 videos out of this phone. Let me know which areas of this phone you'd want me to concentrate on. Is it the cameras? Is it the gaming? What phones would you want me to compare with? All those good stuff. Let me know in the comments below. If you're new to my channel, I do mobile phone reviews, mobile app reviews, and I bring to you affordable gadget reviews to help you make an informed decision when you're making your next purchase. So if you like that kind of content, please click on the subscribe button, turn on all notifications so you do not miss any episode. Thanks, Bye.